The system is a solution, and the scientific method / research study way of thinking is a very consistent system to help you better do your sports science. My name is Matt Thomas, and I'm bringing you video number 2 of my video series, 5-Minute Sports Science. If you like the video, please like the video, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my content, and let's do it. First, the system is the solution. Now, I can't take credit for that saying, but what it means is that the solutions or the conclusions will take care of themselves if we have systems in place. And systems are important because it'll lead to reliability, repeatability, consistency, and efficiency, right? So what systems can we create to give me those 4 things that'll then help me get to better solutions, and it'll help me do it again and again and again, which is where the scientific method and research studies come into play. The scientific method, just hypothesis, what do you think is going to happen? Collect some data and then figure out what it means. But research studies is a little bit more of a system itself, and I break down in 5 parts. So you have your introduction, which is basically your rationale, your research question, why you're doing it, your methods, what you actually did, your results, the data, what does it actually look like, what are the numbers, your discussion, which is bringing it full circle back to your rationale, what you found, what it means, and your practical applications is in real life, how is this actually applied and how does it actually make us better? So if we have this mindset of hypothesis, data, conclusion, and we put it in this system of intro, methods, results, discussion, practical applications, we have a very reliable, repeatable, consistent, and efficient system to ask and answer our questions in sports science. This can make sense conceptually, but what does this actually look like in real time? And the best way to visualize or understand what a research study system mindset looks like is by actually reading research. Now, I made a 5-part video series, link in the description, on how to read research studies, but just read some studies yourself. Whatever topic you're interested in, whatever field you're in, go to Google Scholar, go to the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, or anything like that, and read a research study. Read a few. Read ones from different authors on different topics. Go through the introduction and see how they go from broad to specific and then their research question. Go through their methods. Ask if they're actually attempting to answer their research question. Little considerations they did for internal and external validity as well as reliability. See if their stat tests ran and their conclusions of their stats actually answered the question. Look at their discussion and how they go from broad to specific, how they tie in their own rationale that they mentioned as well as previous research. And then in their practical applications, read and just see how they framed it relative to all 4 previous parts and what this means to you. So by seeing this in real time, reading research, you'll be able to know what I've been talking about actually looks like. And the more you do this yourself, the better you get implementing the system over time, then it'll be a lot easier and you'll know what it actually looks like. So get into some research to see what it actually looks like, give it a go in your own situation, and that's the best way to get better at this research study system mindset. Why is this valuable to you as a practitioner doing sports science, and what's the point? So this research study system mindset is the solution because all 5 parts of a research study are all very interrelated and can work together in this feed-forward feedback loop to better inform each other. So if we know our intro, our rationale, and our research question, then as we go through our methods, how we collect the data, that'll then make sure that we're actually answering the question we're asking. If we're going through our methods and figuring out what stats we have to run for our results section, well then we can figure out, are we actually answering our research question based on what stat tests we have available or don't have available at our disposal, which can then change the research question. And then leading into the discussion and the practical applications, if we have all of this framework as to why we did it, how we did it, and our actual data itself, we know how to tweak it in the future to then better ask and answer sports science questions. So the system of a research study is a solution to help you better answer more reliably, repeatedly, consistently, and efficiently answer your questions as a sports scientist. So, happy sports sciencing.